Okay, hello. Good evening and happy Friday. We're going to jump into some Dead by Daylight, which I'm absolutely terrible at, so it should be a good time. Let's jump into voice chat here real quick. And I think Siren, I'm in the right one, right? Yeah. Okay. Gotta double check these things. Alright. Siren is actually going to be joining in as soon as she's able. Anybody else out there wants to join in too, you're certainly welcome to. This is a cross-platform game, so...
Hi, Panda.
Oh, dear Lord. Hello.
You were talking, I didn't want to interrupt.
Surprise! You know, you're not supposed to scare the crap out of me until we've at least started the game.
I know.
It's okay. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm very happy it's Friday.
I bet.
Like, unbelievably glad it's Friday. Oh my god, it's been such a long week, so... What better way to cap it off than by running away from mass murderers, right?
I mean, that sounds great to me.
So I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I haven't played this since the last time we played, so...
I'm going to be brutally honest, neither have I.
Oh, good! We're both in the same boat. That's awesome.
Yup.
For some reason, I've been awarded 66666.
When's Friday the
points.
13th?
Oh, it is. Well, that's a happy coincidence. I didn't even think of that. I mean, I totally did that on purpose.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously. Yeah. Alright. Season grade reset. Oh, am I going to be back to noob status?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I don't think you never left.
I was going to say, that's very suiting to my ability, so that works out really well. Okay, I don't remember how we do this. Friends? So, do you have to invite me, or... Oh, okay. Never mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
And by the way, we don't have to necessarily play this the entire time. If you want to jump into like ESO later or something, I'm definitely down for that.
Okay.
I just figured we haven't played this in a while, and you know, why not die a bunch of times?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be asking you a lot of redundant questions that I'm pretty sure I asked you the last time we played this, so you'll have to forgive me.
Okay.
The noob status. You start off at 4 and you're making your way towards 1? Like it works like a ranking, not like a...
Yes. Yes.
level? Okay.
Yeah.
So my 4 is reset.
Yes. So basically, the smaller the number, the better you are.
Okay. That makes sense. Level 50 meg. Wow. My best character is a level 5. That's bad. Okay. So what's new with you? How are you?
I'm alright. I get my new puppy tomorrow.
You get your new puppy?
I get a puppy, yeah. A golden retriever.
Oh, nice.
I'll post pictures in just kidding.
Okay. I always thought if I ever did get a dog, it would probably be like a few particular breeds. I'm terrible with breeds, by the way. But golden retriever, I could always see myself as getting one of those. They're such awesome.
Yeah,
awesome dogs,
I'm really excited. That's why I was asking how long you were planning to play, because we're getting up. We have to drive about 4 hours to go get them. So I kind of need to go to bed a little earlier. So that's why I was asking how long you were thinking of
Oh, okay.
playing.
Yeah. especially when it comes to the. I'm calling my Friday streams community streams now because I'm trying to have them more community oriented.
Right.
Mario Kart, other games that aren't coming to mind.
I mean, there's a lot out there.
Yeah, so there's. I mean, I always try to shoot for 3 hour long streams, but it's not like. I can push myself more towards in my main schedule, not necessarily like if it feels like a natural ending spot, like an hour into it, then it works out, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not a huge deal for me. I don't remember what any of these things do. I'm assuming we have to, yeah, okay. Wait, what?
What?
Flashlight. Uncommon item. I do remember when you die horribly, you lose your items.
Yes.
You only get 8 seconds of use?
Unless that's just a basic light. Flashlight. You have to add stuff to it to make it last longer or brighter or.
Because why not?
Yep.
Are we looking for a match right now, or?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Like, I see it says looking for a match, but I'm just shocked we haven't matched up with anybody yet.
Yeah, right. Oh, sorry I couldn't come around and stream last night. How are you enjoying AC3? Or are you enjoying it?
It's Assassin's Creed. What can I say?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so I'm not hating it. I'm not riveted by it yet either. I do like the little twist that came about. I finished playing as Kenway, whatever his name is, and I've started.
Hate them.
Yeah, and I've started like growing up as Connor now. So I've already done the burning of the village.
Okay.
Learning
So
how to hunt. Yeah, right now we're chasing down someone named Achilles to try to gain training, which I'm guessing is how he learns his assassin's heritage / skills. But yeah, I did like the twist with his father. That was. I feel like there were things in place that you probably could have picked up on it if you were observant enough, and I just wasn't.
Well, I just like when you're doing it and you come out of the Animus, or you know, it starts going all hazy and they're like zooming out, and you find out he's a Templar, and you just hear Desmond go, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I literally said that too when I heard it. Welcome to the Templars. Wait, what? And then he's like, wait, what?
I just remember my mouth being open, and I'm just like, wait.
So
what?
I did like that.
Because at the time, Rogue wasn't out yet. So, like, he was our first bad guy we got to quote-unquote play. But you were thinking he was an assassin the entire time.
Yeah. Which, I mean, already given as far as we have, or at least the appearances, it looks like he's kind of been on both sides of it. He grew up as an assassin, but has been flipped to the other side at some point.
So his father is Edward Kenway.
Which Skip already told me that...
Okay, he's in 4th.
Can you hear the roars, just out of curiosity?
No, I have your stream muted.
Okay. So if I randomly just get distracted from our conversation, that's probably why.
Oh,
so
you're
apologies.
Good.
Hello, Batito. Welcome on in. We're running away from killers.
Ready? On Friday the 13th. Isn't that so fitting?
Yeah. We probably should have maybe played Friday the 13th. On Friday the 13th.
Isn't that like a Dead by Daylight game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Arguably worse, but... Oh. This is new. I can actually see. Oh god, I remember nothing. No, pick it up. I just, like, I don't, there we go, okay. Sorry, we're gonna have to play this more often.
Mm-hmm.
Because I literally remember nothing. Anyways, I hope you're doing well, Batito. Why is this guy just sitting here? You are welcome to join us in the next game if you want to be chased around by murderers as well. Run! Oh. That is a giant Final Fantasy VII sword that guy has. Oh, it's Pyramid Head!
Yeah, that's Pyramid Head.
Shoot. Okay, alright. You know what? This guy here is going to get murdered because of me, and I'm going to feel bad. So we're going to go over here. Uh-oh. You're not the killer, are you?
No.
Okay.
Sure.
Come on. Wait, did I lose my toolbox already? Does it get used up?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's not how tools work, but okay.
Right.
Fine. Beat that big game. Come on, you're almost there. Come on.
Wasn't ready.
Hi, Sobek.
Panda says hi.
What's up, Panda?
Oh god.
Panda beer.
Oh god.
Run. If you're on computer, okay, shift is...
I'm not on computer, I'm on PS4.
Okay.
Oh god. I'm
No,
sorry.
you bring him to me!
I'm sorry! We're just running away from him. I didn't know where you were.
I know. I was almost done.
At least now I know where there's another one.
I still...
Are you on a hook then?
No. He just hit me.
Oh, so you're wobbling. I like this map. I can see clearly. Like, usually it's like pitch black and I... Oh, God. Oh, snap.
I want to finish this generator, but he's like watching it.
Yeah, I think I'm about to lure him away. Yep, he's coming after me now.
There we go.
Hurry up and finish it, because I'm about to go. Oh, God.
Okay. just blew it.
Good news
Damn
is...
it!
Oh,
He's
he went
coming
back in the house.
Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like 2 generators are already done. Like, I know I did one, and there's another one here that seems to be lit. Did you finish the one in the house?
No. He spooked me and I blew the check.
Okay. I'm working on it now.
He is chasing me, so I got him.
Okay.
Oh, go to the door. Go.
I don't know where the door is.
It lights up, that little thing that's lighting up. Look around.
I'm in the house. Nothing is lit up.
Okay, go out and head toward...
I see 3 other people, though.
Okay, follow them.
This way. Okay.
Oh, hurry up, get the door open.
Oh, God!
Ah! Ring around the rosy.
What does that do?
Hurry up.
What? Oh, it's a bird.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
God.
Okay.
Yay, we
Oh,
won.
the 4th one did it, too. Okay. So, did we get all the generators? Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh. But I was still working on one. Like, I didn't finish it.
Oh, there's like 7, 8 over across the map.
Oh. Cool. Excuse me, I am babysitting. Oh, okay. You can babysit us. We need help too, you know. Well, I do. I don't know about you, Siren. Irma! God, I want to play what I'm rating. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you that, Siren. Yeah. Only lights up for a moment when exits are active. Grats, thank you. There are 7, but you only need 5. Oh, is it 5? I thought it was 4.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 7 or 8.
Well, Arma, if you manage to get done your raids early, or if you decide to abandon them, you are certainly welcome to join us.
Bubba, lay down.
Let me know if and when you decide to do so. I will give you the voice chat privileges so you can join in if you want. On the banter. Right, Siren? All the wonderful
Yeah.
banter.
Yeah. For us cussing because we're scared of our freaking...
Well,
I'm on
I mean, maybe
computer.
you're cussing. It's me, I'm just like, oh God, every time. It never changes, so. It's not a conscious decision either. It just happens. It's cross-platform, so whatever platform you use, it's fine. So I'm on the PlayStation 4, and Siren, I believe you're on PC, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like no.
So, whatever tickles your fancy, so to speak. More games should be cross. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Agreed.
By the way, Siren, I don't know if you still play them or not. I thought about doing I should ready myself up. I thought about doing like ESO and Fallout 76 streams, but I don't feel like there's many people that play them, at least within our little community. So I've kind of not stayed away from it, but I haven't really delved into that. If that's ever something that you want to jump into, just let me know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for ESO whenever.
Okay.
Especially since now that they're releasing a new expansion pack.
They're always releasing a new expansion pack.
Right.
Like, so I've wanted to do
It's a dead.
segmented sections of ESO. Like, I don't want to be doing all quest lines back to back because then I would just be an ESO streamer, right? So, I wanted to do like sections of it. Like, I'll do a main quest, and then I'll play a few other games, and then I'll do the Fighters Guild next, and then I'll
Kind of
play
like
a
how
few games.
Panda, Jesus, Skip did when he streamed.
I don't think he's ever streamed ESO. Or are you
Well,
talking
no, when
about-
he streamed Skyrim, but like he broke it up.
Did he? Oh, did he?
I
It's been
think
long.
so.
I don't remember. I know he played Skyrim, but I don't remember much about it. I thought he blazed through it personally, but that's essentially what I do want to do. Yeah, is break it up, especially since there's literally so many quest lines.
Oh yeah.
There's so many quest lines. But I would probably do that like just because like I follow the narrative, right? So I would probably do like specific streams just to follow the story, and then on like Fridays I would just jump on my, quote unquote powerhouse character and just kind of do whatever. We can jump into delves or
Right.
Cyrodiil
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Alright,
I'm down, whatever.
think you're ready?
all right.
I mean, I like
I
ESO.
I don't know how much
I'd
gaming
have
you
to
do these
update.
days, right? So I didn't know. I didn't want to pester you. So thank you, by the way, for joining me tonight. I have
Oh,
actually
thanks.
had the weird itch to play this. It's. I haven't been murdered in a while,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Is this free to play? I don't remember paying for it. This might be a PlayStation Plus thing. We got a minute. Hold on. I'm on the wrong account. I'm not going to know from this. Sorry. Oops. Should probably do that. Siren, did you remember paying for this at all? I think... I know I got mine for free. I just don't know if it's a PlayStation Plus thing or not. It could have just been...
I don't
free-to-play game.
remember. If I did, it was like $10 just for the basic game, and then if you buy your patches, like the chapters for the killers and all
Yeah.
that, that's extra. But I want to say like
I thought it was free to play. Personally.
it may go on and off, kind of like how ESO does like the free to play. Like when we got our
I
game
guess,
for free.
yeah.
Okay.
Did we? Oh yeah, that's what got you into it, right? It was for free for a bit. And you were
It was
like,
free.
"Let's
It was
do
free
this."
for like a week, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn! Like when this week's over, I'm not gonna be able to play it." And it stayed in my inventory, like library. So I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna say anything."
They wanted you to get hooked.
Report a bug? Nah,
Report a-
not when it's free.
Yeah, exactly. Technically, yes, it is free to play, but you only get a few character / perks. Yeah, so it's very much a free to play model.
Sure. Okay.
Here's a handful of things. You want the full extent of the features? Oh, this looks like we're in a nightmare. And again, I can see. But yeah, if you want all the killers, all the characters, all the perks, then you have to... Oh, you can crouch. Is this you, Siren? Are you in red?
Yes.
Okay, that means it's you. I'll try not to...
I hear a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Where is it?
He's coming after me.
Who is it?
It's a Banshee? Or something? I don't know. It screams a lot.
I don't know. I can't get a good look at it.
She's coming after me. Come on. Oh yeah, you can sabotage hooks. I forgot about that. Sorry, I got way into that. I'm sure they can fix it really easily, though, right?
I think after so many. I don't know.
Oh, does it self-repair?
No, I don't think it self repairs. I
Oh,
think
okay, good.
they may have to walk up and approach it. I don't know. I've
Oh,
never
I'm-
really played killer.
I'm in a murder house, and I don't like it. Like, this is literally a basement where people just get murdered, and that's the only reason why it exists. I don't like that. are you? Flashlight. Do I lose my toolbox if I pick up a flashlight?
Yes.
Ah, screw that noise. Uh-oh. Apparently I can't sabotage these set of hooks, so... Let's get out of the murder room, shall we? Oh.
God, you just scared me.
Yep, you just scared me.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, it's them.
Yeah, somebody just finished a generator.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a floating body. Oh, come on, really? I heard the heartbeat, so I let go as the skill check came up, and I failed the skill check.
That's what happened to me last game. Okay, here's one of the doors. Great.
The heartbeat isn't following us, so I'm gonna risk it. Okay, the hook definitely self-repairs. Dang it.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. This killer seems to be a little more active than our last one. I don't like it.
Yep. I got you. I sort of got you.
So you're done. Alright, well, I wish I hadn't wasted the toolbox on hooks that were going to self-repair after, like, a minute.
Too many things shooting you at one time? No, I'm saying that's what happened.
I don't like how there's ooze, like, literally dripping. No! Dripping upward. It's kind of unsettling. Which isn't the point, but still. Ew.
Move to your right.
Oh, God.
Come on that building. Okay.
Come on, we're almost there. Come on. Yes! Co-op action! Okay, so that's one. Oh. We're right by the door, too.
Yep, I saw that. That's why I'm kind of not sticking over here. I just don't want to go too far from it, because then I'm going to forget where it was at.
Yeah, there is 3 generators that are ready.
I'm about to pop one.
Right there. Thanks. You want to know?
You need 5, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You and
Boom.
Interesting. Why did it show me over here?
There's 2 doors.
Well, the killer is kind of close to where we were, so I'm going over here. To the second one. And the killer seems to be following me.
you can stay alive another like 5 seconds.
Just blazing around the rosy. The door's open.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of being chased at the moment, so...
Come
It's
on,
open.
Yep.
Run, 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 run!
Behind you.
Back-to-back victories, Siren.
know.
Back-to-back victories. Wow. I feel bad that we abandoned the other two. Should we have... I mean, the killer was right there, right?
Oh
So
yeah, there's nothing we can do.
that means that, theoretically, while we were running out the one door, they could have been opening up the second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nurse. Is that who that was? So let me catch up here.
I thought so.
Costs probably like $70-$80 now if you want everything unlocked. Yeah, that sounds about right. Main issue is each batch of characters is linked to a chapter. So I'm guessing each chapter is themed to like a specific IP. So like Pyramid Head and Silent Hill.
Hey, stop it.
Hi, puppy. Okay, actually, I don't know Silent Hill as well. So, like, Nemesis and Jill are part of a chapter, right? And other things like that. So to get them, you have to buy the chapter. Oh, so it's like it's kind of like an expansion pack, like you were saying. I see.
Yeah.
This is actually a really good map for survivors. There seem to be a lot of cover.
Leave her alone. Hold on.
Okay. Nurse can teleport 2 to 3 times before exhausting herself, depending on her add-ons. That's why she seemed to get close fast. Okay. Including through obstacles. So Silent Hill, Stranger Things is on it? The Mind Flayer? Is that the killer from Stranger Things?
It's the Gormagon.
Was that the season 1 creature?
I have no idea. I didn't watch. I never watched it.
Oh, Siren. I strongly recommend you do. I have a feeling you would love it. It's a good show.
Boy, leave her alone.
Is Sobek antagonizing your dog?
No, that's Odin's antagonizing her.
Oh,
Hold on one second.
okay. Sure. Worn out tools, sure. Sweet William Hatchet. What is this? Grants 50% bonus blood points in the boldness category. Personal stacks. Sure. Cutting wire. Rudimentary cutting tool made from a jagged metal wire and 2 wooden handles. Increases toolbox sabotage speed by 50. Sabotage doesn't seem to be worth it. Prayer rope. Tightly knitted rope used in praying rituals can be attached to the key. 10 seconds to the use to the key. I don't know what that means. Rare Dwight Fairfield perk. Is that my character name? Yeah, okay. You're able to organize a team to cooperate more efficiently, increases other survivors' healing, sabotage, unhooking, cleansing, and opening experience. Well, you tried.
I'm just gonna be one dogless. See,
That's
killing
okay.
one,
You're gonna
killing
get
another.
puppets, bro. Yeah. So it all balances out. So, do you know what your new puppy's going to be called, or is it young enough that you get to name it? Oh, I think Siren has silenced herself at the moment. Yeah. Scratched pearl? What the heck is a key? Increases the range of the key's aura reading ability by 12 meters? Sure. I'm just gonna, like, buy everything. And then I'll read it later some other day.
Okay, I think I got him settled.
Fun.
You know you're gonna jinx yourself, right?
Shh.
Okay. What is a key?
Uh,
Or more
don't.
specifically, if you have my stream up, um, take a look at the blood web point of contact that I'm looking at, and
Yeah.
it's a key
Uh,
add-on. What does that mean?
yeah. What Arma said.
Oh. The key can be used to open a secondary exit. If you're the last survivor standing, a new exit appears at a random spot on the map.
Oh yeah, the hatch. Yeah, it automatically unlocks the hatch, so you don't have to sit there and wait for it to open.
So adds 10 seconds of use to the key, so that actually would reduce the amount of time waiting for the hatch to open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which could be, detrimental, depending on who you're.
If you're by yourself, you're literally a sitting duck.
I mean, you could do it, depending on where your killer thinks you are.
You could also die horribly.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a dull key. Bent a dull key that once held great power. Okay. The key's power cannot be triggered by itself. Various objects can be attached to its jump ring, which channels the dull key's remaining power into various effects. Can be consumed. Oh, so it can be used to consume or it can be used to open the hatch, but it's not the only thing it can do?
I've never used it. I've only used the light, the bot, or the toolbox and the map.
I'm assuming the map. I saw add-ons for the map. I'm assuming it tells you where generators are located.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill dogs. Yeah.
Okay.
And depending on what your add-ons you got for it,
Obviously, yeah, it bolsters whatever the effects are, but
Right.
it's just funny that, hey, here's this really dull-looking key. Oh, by the way, it has magic powers.
I mean, why not?
It's not fair. I mean, we are being chased by murderers that can teleport and hover off the ground, so...
Yeah.
Key can only be used to... for a certain amount of time before it wears out. I think key can also be used to open chests faster. Basically anything that's locked. Okay. So, okay, maybe I didn't word that right. So, what I meant was that to open up the hatch exit room, whatever it is, exit door, the hatch door, you would have to wait, let's say 15 seconds from start to finish before you finally officially unlock it and escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the key, you can use it as a means of speeding up the process, so in the end it only takes you 10 seconds instead of 15.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that's not how keys work, but I'm nitpicking at game logic again, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Quit nitpicking.
So, if I get a... Quit nitpicking. I can't help it, it's right there, okay? I have a little tidbit on my screen, a tip or whatever, says facing the hag. Is that just a random fact that just pops up because it does, or is that indicative of what we're going to be facing?
I don't know. Sometimes I see that, and it ends up being the killer, and sometimes it doesn't. So I think they just throw it up there for you to know, but they may, as a hint.
Like, if you see the hag, this is something you need to know, but it's not, okay.
Imagine if it was like, what was that Christmas?
Krampus?
Yeah. Imagine if there were like 2 or 3 killers or 4 killers out there.
Could you imagine the Krampus villains being in this?
I'm surprised they aren't.
Well, they might just be a Christmas thing. Oh, hi, Sarah. We're like facing away, like off from... Oh, okay, there's a third person here too. I'm gonna go over here. No, I'm not. It's just a light on the wall. Oh, come on already. I'm not sabotaging hooks anymore, because that's literally pointless. Man, that... crap! Oh, somebody just got murdered.
Me.
Oh. Don't get murdered. Oh god, you're close. Which means he's close. This dude seems to be fast. Oh, come on. Is he hovering with you?
Yep, he sure is.
Let me know when he escapes. Or runs away or whatever. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say
Apparently he's following me.
Yeah.
You missed.
Someone's got me, just run.
Okay.
Oh, someone did have me, but y'all are together. But the killer's right here, so it's just...
Are they hovering again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that just doesn't make it fun.
Makes it easier for us. Oh, you're bleeding out. Great. Is there an indicator of your health on your screen?
Yes.
Okay. So it was probably there whenever I was on the hook and just never noticed. Okay, somebody else got splattered onto the ground. Does that mean you're safe to free now?
Yes.
Okay.
But she's on my ass, so...
Wait, she's hovering around you again?
Well, I'm running and she just got me again.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
Goodbye.
Did you just die?
Yeah.
Like you're out?
Yep.
I thought you turned into a giant skull if that happens. Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Never mind. I guess it's not a skull, it's more like the scream face or something. I hate it when the game goes for long periods of time without a skill check. Because it freaks me out.
Yes.
Why did it just sound like a bomb went off? Okay, well, that's one. I'm trying to remember where the other generator was over here. Here we go. Are the maps symmetrical?
I believe so.
Okay, because I thought I was at the map, or the generator that I was at before, but it has no progress. So unless somebody just failed a lot of their checks. There's also one dude just standing here. That's always useful.
Yep.
Oh, he is there. Okay. Are you coming to help, sir? Yes, you are. Okay. This one, I'm having like skill check after skill check here. Jeez.
I mean, you said you missed them, so there you go.
I jinxed myself.
Nope.
Oh, dang. I just got slashed in the back.
Oh, and you guys were so close to finishing it.
I don't know why, but I seem to be having a harder time. Maybe it's because it's dark. I don't know. I seem to be having a harder time trying to find the generators in this map. Okay, what is that?
What was that? Oh, she can go underground. So she's like the hag, but she goes underground and pops up.
But she didn't give chase. She just went back underground. Like, was it literally just a jump scare?
Could be.
Oh god. Go away! Go away!
No. Oh, and you're right by a hook too.
Do I have to wiggle? I have to wiggle! All the wiggling! Well, that was useless.
Maybe someone will come get you.
Oh, the health bar is always there. Okay. I guess I just never noticed it before. God, you're gross. So is it a hag or what? What is it supposed to be?
It may be the hag. I don't know all the killers.
Arma, if you're there, are you still raiding, or can you confirm what that thing was? It kind of looked like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings.
I'm not gonna let him have it. Neck right.
How long does the take chance to escape bar fill? Oh,
Oh, you move it.
my hook.
You try to escape, and it automatically you take damage.
Oh, okay. Oh. It's skill checks, okay. It went away, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so I guess I'm screwed.
Where we drop the pipe.
I'm just gonna let myself die. I have no idea what our two teammates are doing. They're literally just kind of sitting there hovering. I guess letting us be the meat and the bait.
I guess I'm watching one. They're doing the last generator.
Ah well, can't win them all.
Oh yeah.
Rift fragment progress.
We're just riches.
Why am I hearing predator noises in the background?
I don't know, but it ain't me, so.
Do you hear that? It's like a
Yeah,
jittering.
I do.
What is that? Let's get out of here. Okay, good. It disappeared. So how late did you need / want to go? Because like we've already been playing for almost an hour, and I have no idea how late you're willing to go before you're like, okay, I gotta go to bed now.
Well, I never want to go to bed, especially playing video games.
Okay, fair. Okay, need to. How about that?
I don't know. Let's see how games go. If we keep losing, then we'll call it. Because then, obviously, it's not our night.
That was literally our first loss, though.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying. But like, if it's loss after loss after loss, we'll just be like, eh.
Okay, fair enough. I can roll with that. Alright, let's extend our blood web. Without actually learning what any of it does. It wakes! Perk slot 3. Your mind has opened up to new possibilities. The third perk slot is now unlocked. The entity has woken up. Once you collect enough nodes, it'll start to move across the blood web to consume them. Wait, the blood web is now a mini game in itself? Move strategically across the web in order to collect what you are looking for before the entity consumes it.
You'll see it when you click on one. It'll be off towards the side, and it'll turn it black, so you can't get it.
That just means I have to pay attention to what I'm getting now.
Yep.
Oh, I like just randomly buying things without having to think about it.
And if you see any oranges, that's special skills based off of you. They're called teachables, and so they show up on other people's maps to learn each other's stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you find Dwight's teachables, you can go to anybody else, and on the map, you'll start seeing Dwight's start seeing his moves.
Red twine. I feel like that was not worth it.
But you see how it's turning it reddish, blackish?
Yeah, I saw. They were basically deadening the nodes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Like, it adds an element of strategy to... Like I said, I was literally just buying things without even looking at it or thinking about it, so... It's a good thing to have, in my opinion.
Right.
Deja vu. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. Paranoia paired with horror of failure drives you to avoid repeating the same mistakes. 45 seconds at the start of a match, and each time a generator is completed, you are holding a map that can track generators. That's actually really cool. Too bad I can't do anything with that yet. Rubber gloves. Fresh, crisp leaf amaranth. 75% blood points in the survival. Oh, okay. I'm assuming the category.
Get more.
Yeah, I'm assuming the survival category, the boldness category, those are all grades that are given at the end of a match that I just haven't bothered reading. Okay.
Yeah. That's how you get your blood points. Like, that stuff is tallied up to get your blood points.
Okay. Does the entity always come out?
On a blood web?
Yeah.
Escape
cake?
More often than not, but you may get a...
Oh, okay.
It shows up quicker the higher you get.
Okay. I need to look at that.
Oh,
I need to know what escape cake is. Is the Rift basically this game's battle pass system?
Yes.
Okay. I should probably take a look at what I've actually unlocked, assuming there's anything in a free tier.
Yeah, it's like every other level.
Okay, so that's
or like
standard.
every two. Yeah, of course. Then when you buy the battle pass, you get something each, or two things each level.
And it's always the cooler stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The every other is like 100 blood points.
More styles, more things for your characters.
Yeah. I'm guessing the 3 tiles that just popped up on my screen were unlocks from other character.
Yeah, those are the offerings.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what an offering is.
So that card that ooh, sorry, I have the hiccups. That card that had that you get more blood points and whatever,
yeah.
that's an offering.
So it's like a one-time use, like, here, horror gods, accept this, and
Yes.
for that round only, you'll get whatever the offering happened to have been. Okay.
Yep.
It's not like the toolbox where you only lose it if you lose. It's, oh, I don't have the toolbox anymore, do I? Because we lost that round. Sadness. Oh well. Yeah, it's not predicated on a victory or defeat. It's just, it's literally a one-time use item.
Right.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Torment Creek, Coldwind Farm. I'm not... most of these horror places I am not familiar with.
Oh,
I already missed my toolbox. Oh, you have one. Nice. Oh, no. It's because we're both working on one. Never mind.
Yeah.
I saw the red bar and I was like, oh, sweet. It's the power of friendship, and that's it.
Yep.
Might as well.
The power of the ring.
Or something like that.
Right.
Can you have 3 people doing this?
You can have 4 on this one.
Oh, so if it's up against the wall, then that blocks off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so you're there. This feels so much more restrictive. Or am I just on one side? I think I'm just on one side. So this is one of the doors.
Who is that? Is that the... I don't know who the killer is. Who's that killer? Whoa, he's throwing shit at me.
Right.
Ah, oh, that's
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Oh, that's
I'm
fuck.
trying to heal our friend here.
Yeah. What?
There you go. Okay. Come in.
I don't see or hear him.
Okay. Where are you going so I can heal you?
Okay.
Alright, this works.
Take a break.
Bam! That's how it's done, baby. Is this the one we did? We're literally right back at the generator we already did. I lost track of where our other oh, you're way down there. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, God! I'm sorry if I yelled in your ear. She kind of scared the living crap out of me.
No, my nose itch.
Oh, dang.
That's what I'm saying. He shoots something.
No, they're just right on my tail. Yeah, oh yeah, there's the shooting. Please go away.
Please.
Wiggle time!
Please.
It looks like the Joker. Wiggle,
But he's
wiggle,
like
wiggle! Oh, I'm on.
But he's like Asian.
Yeah, I'm not
he
familiar with who that is at all. I think I'm on the hook you were on. The worst part is I went by like 3 other generators while trying to escape. Oh, thank you. Ow. Please don't stab me. Actually, I've done that before. Is it possible to do gestures in game? Thank you.
Just what?
Gestures? Like if someone heals you.
I don't know how to do it on controller, but on keyboard and mouse, it's the numbers.
Oh, so it is possible. Okay.
Ah!
Would you please go away? Oh God! You just waited for me. I think I'm gonna die horribly. This isn't looking good. Oh!
Run!
Thank you.
Ah!
Did you just get attacked again?
Well, he was blinding. He was getting blinded by the other girl, and he like froze. So I was like trying. I almost had the wiggle out, but he hooked me.
I hate it when you almost get the wiggle and you fit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just bleeding all over everything. Okay. Awesome. Oh, crap.
My penis is tingling right now.
Mine
Yeah,
isn't!
it's up to you.
Denied.
And, we're both hooked.
Well, they're already after me, so this isn't gonna happen.
Oh my God! Why'd you save me?
Because I could.
Oh my God! Where's the other one? Oh, she got off too. Oh, you got both. Did you get both of us?
Yeah. I've been impaled.
No.
Off to the ether I go. God, that's terrible. You know what that reminds me of? It kind of looks like an anchor from ESO.
Yes, it does.
I mean, with spider legs as opposed to actual anchor, but... Oh, that's why I didn't see the other person. They were gone. Well, that sucked. I want to spectate.
3 more generators.
There you are. Why am I in... Oh, they must be hooked. Oh. No, they were... So your teammate is currently on their way to a hook.
Okay, I'm
Well, you
gonna
can see
go
that
look.
now.
Which means the hatch, since I'm the last to pick.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up and go up so I can see the hatch. It literally could be anywhere.
Well, since I'm spectating, why don't I actually catch up in chat? Where am I at here? Basically, okay, there we go. Yep, when you hit levels 30, 35, and 40, you can learn all 3 of the perks for that character. Oh, okay. Well, I'm only like level 12, so just wasn't meant to be, Siren.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't knock how they murdered us. Like, they did a good job. We all died horribly, so.
Right.
For every other character to now unlock at random. Okay. I'm back. What did I miss? Death, despair, a few narrow escapes, and a giant spiraling spider leg in the sky. Welcome back, Petito. Oh my god, Pixel, you're alive. Hello! How are you doing tonight? Have you died by daylight yet? I mean, yeah, I guess it was daytime there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes. Yes, we have. How are you doing tonight, Skip? I guess we should not be in that screen anymore.
Skippy.
So if anybody, I'm going to throw this out there again, if anybody out there wants to join us, this is a cross-platform game, and as far as we can remember, it is free.
Ugh.
Or at least
Come on, Skip,
inexpensive.
let's play.
He said it's not his game. I tried to convince him earlier.
Come on, Skip. What are you, chicken?
Come die with us!
Yeah,
That's
come.
not a sentence
come.
I ever thought I would say in my life.
Promise there's no spiders in here. You haven't played with a game in me in here, I know.
Even the spider legs I was talking about aren't really spider legs. They're just bony. Right, Siren?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Flashlight's blind. Right, that did have some purpose. That's right. Okay. Hey, you're rank 3 now. Congrats.
Yeah. That's why if I know I'm gonna die, I try to get as much blood points as I can.
I just try to win the game. If I fail or succeed.
Right.
Of course, that may be born into the fact that I don't know what specifically to do to get more blood points. But either way, I always shoot for the goal no matter what the odds are. So.
There you go.
Wiggle out, wiggle fit. Oh, that's why your peen was tingling? Okay. I'm sorry, Arma. I'm sorry for making you facepalm. Trickster, that's who that was apparently, is actually one of the more annoying killers to evade. Just because of how his power works. Is that the throwing star that they were doing? It was kind of cool. As they hit you with more, did you notice that your screen was kind of getting sliced up?
Yes.
That was a neat effect. I did
cool.
like that. I'm really proud of you for dying horribly. We did die pretty spectacularly.
Siren doesn't like this game because she can't shoot her teammates.
Because she what? Sorry.
What Skip said.
Okay. I think you're further ahead than I am.
Oh.
I'm back. Welcome back, Pixel. You have been missed. What's new? What's wonderful? I hope you're doing well. And more importantly, when is New Vegas coming? I haven't played a game with Siren in years. Well, now's your chance to change that. Come on. Die with us. I've been very busy. I kind of figured. I haven't. That's why I'm playing more games. No, I'm kidding. It's actually been fairly busy lately, but just life stuff, nothing spectacular.
Oh, Panda, I was meant to ask you. So what's with this Sunday or Saturday streams? Are you streaming Saturday now?
Yeah, I've decided to expand my schedule a little bit more.
Nice.
So, the main reason for that, I think I'm sorry, Skip and Petito and whoever else has been in the chat. I know you've already heard me say this a few times, so you're going to hear me say it again. So the main reason why I added Saturday is because I wanted the main schedule that I have, so Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, to be focused on any game suggestions that people have had.
Okay.
Because I feel really bad that people have made suggestions and I don't tackle them until like months later. And it really shouldn't take months for me to, but that's because it's like I want to vary it up a bit with some other games that come out too, and you know.
Right.
So I added Saturday so that I could focus more on the games that I want to play for myself on like Saturday. So if like I want to jump into a God of War game and it hasn't been requested, well, that's for Saturdays, right?
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are going to be reserved for, like, right now I'm going through Assassin's Creed 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a few games in the suggestions channel that will keep me busy for a while. So I think the next one is Oxenfree. Then it's Dark Souls. Then Liberation will be after that. Yes, I am playing Liberation.
Oh, God, don't do it, Kinder. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I said I would. I have it on the disc. And this way maybe I might catch something that you didn't. And maybe we can brainstorm as to why the game makes more sense than we initially thought.
No, don't put yourself through that.
Look at it this way. It can't hurt.
Yes, it can. It physically hurt me to know that ending and how it just ended like that.
Oh, I wanted to ask you too. Do you typically, when you were playing through the Assassin's Creed games, did you play the DLCs that were with the corresponding games?
The only ones I did not play were the earlier ones, like
Assassin's Creed 2, like sequence 13 and 14, where it had like that 20-year time jump or whatever.
No, I did not. I did not do that.
I didn't engage in that one either because it felt like.
I was.
That's a hell of a deal right there. That's 78% off.
For how much?
75.
Also, I didn't know it was free, but also fuck this game. Come on, Skip, join us.
I think my first DLC for the game. Oh.
I know you tackled the recent ones, like Valhalla, probably Origins and Odyssey.
One in Odyssey I have not done just because I have to get past facing Medusa, and she's half snake, and I can't physically do the fight. So someone's got to beat it for me.
Yeah. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So in order to unlock that, like quest line for the new stuff, the new DLC, I have to beat Medusa because I need something from her that unlocks this door that starts the quest.
That opens that up, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the intro quest, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So
she was already part of the game. They just added it.
They extended it with DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And gave her something special. So
the main reason why I'm asking is because I've heard about the DLC for Assassin's Creed 3, specifically because I think I'm not counting Liberation since it's technically its own game, even though it was supposed to be DLC. I'm talking about the what's it called now? The Tyranny of George Washington.
Oh, I did play that one. That one's my first one. That one's crazy. That was my first DLC I played.
So I've heard two main things about that DLC. Wow, that took forever. Holy crap.
Yeah, it did.
So the first thing I heard about it is that it's glitchy as balls. Like, it isn't polished at all. I have no idea if there's any truth to that, but I rag on Bethesda all the time for being glitchy as balls, and I don't really want to put myself through that if I can help it, right? The second thing is that apparently it's just nuts.
It really gets you thinking, because it takes place, and this is without telling you much, it takes place, okay, so you get an Apple of Eden, because obviously it's Assassin's Creed.
I haven't played 3, obviously, prior to my playing it now, so hopefully there's no
it's not gonna, you're not gonna see anything. It's just that there's an Apple involved, because, it's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Well, you give it to George Washington for safekeeping, and then he turns around and uses it for bad. So you have to basically go. He makes himself a king. He's trying to rule the world.
Yeah.
basically like what you just spent hours and hours trying to do, you have to do to him. So you have to basically get it back from him. It's crazy.
Okay.
It really makes you
So-
think.
From what I understand, it's actually supposed to be an alternate universe.
Yes.
Okay. And apparently, this is when Assassin's Creed started adopting magic into its canon. Like, apparently you can, like, transform into a wolf.
I'm trying to remember. It's been forever. I only played it once when the game first came out. That's why I don't know.
Oh, that was
if
ages
they.
ago. Okay, so when you
if
played
they
Assassin's Creed
did-
3 on stream, you didn't go through the DLC.
I didn't do through the
Yeah,
DLC now.
Okay. Like, I'm trying to determine if I want to put myself through whatever weirdness it has to offer. I know it's technically not. It doesn't seem to be canon. It just seems like a. You know how Red Dead Redemption had the zombie nightmare
Yes.
alternate reality? It's not canon to the world. It's just what happens if that world were suddenly infested with zombies.
Right.
And it was its own
I
thing.
mean, you can always do it off stream. I at least say play
I'm
it.
not going to do it off stream. I can tell you that now. If I don't do it on stream, it's not going to be done.
Okay, I was going to say then I would play it because it is like it makes it's crazy.
Oh, I have heard it's crazy. I just don't know if it's worth
It's a graphic blade.
doing or not. I've heard arguments against playing it, and that's why I've been on the fence about it. That was stupid. So you would say, yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Okay. I will definitely bear that advice in mind. I don't know how long 3 in itself is. So that...
You're going and finding Achilles now,
Yeah.
and you're still a boy. Okay. I don't know.
I need healing. Wow,
Is it
that
the
was-
Huntress? I hear her humming.
I don't know. I just...
Yeah,
I was
it's the
being
Huntress.
chased, but I never actually saw. I just
Okay.
heard the heartbeat.
Shit. Yeah, it's the Huntress.
I vaguely remember being terrified by her. Are we just on
Yes.
the same stupid map? I just realized
Yeah.
that. God,
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
She throws hatches, so make
Of
sure
course she
you
does.
weave.
Bob and weave.
Yeah.
What are the 5 rules of dodgeball?
If you could
Dodge, duck,
di-
dip, dive, and dodge? Something like that?
dip, dive, dodge. What's the 5 rules of dodgeball, babe?
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge.
Dodge, dip.
He knew it on her. Like,
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
he had that knowledge ready. Like, he's
Oh, yeah.
prepared. That is amazing.
Or with one duplicate.
Come on, we're almost there. Oh, thank you, Moon Goddess. So you can't heal somebody while they repair a generator, I guess, then, eh?
No, you have to get off of it.
Okay.
There's one.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, her humming is so creepy.
Oh, God. I hear it. Actually, it's really cool. Like, that's a good way to get terror built up.
Especially since you hear it all over the map.
Yeah.
You really have to pay attention to...
I'm trying to rely on the heartbeat to know when she's close.
Right. Like, I know she gets louder at humming when she gets closer, of course, but, like, you hear it all the time, so you're not, like, prepared when she just shows up.
Nice. Moon Goddess and I are just destroying this.
Ah!
And now I'm out of it.
Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Ah, god damn it.
Nah, bitch. I like
She's
that.
literally just standing over me.
Let us know when she's left.
Okay. It looks like she's looking for a hook. I don't know if she's got
Oh, you're still on her? Oh, there, okay.
Yeah, she was looking for a hook. She's
You didn't appear at all on my map. Or it was very fast if you did.
She's literally standing on top of me.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm by the door. If you unhook me, we can get out.
I don't know where you are. I saw 2 doors though. Describe your area.
Hay bales.
Hay bales. Is there like a tractor nearby?
No.
Okay. So
There's
you're
a
not over here.
tiki hut.
There it goes.
I'm near a tree that has animals hanging from it.
Is she still hovering over you?
No. I don't even hear her music. Okay, somebody's got me.
Okay. That's the problem with not knowing any of these maps. Like, you're describing it, and I'm looking for your description. I thought I saw a door over here light up. Was I mistaken?
Uh,
I guess I was, dang.
follow it. Follow that.
I'm
I think
following
you're
the
coming
wall.
close. Yeah, I think you're coming
Towards, yeah, okay, I clearly missed it.
Yep, there you are.
This was the other highlighted I saw, but... So 2 things get highlighted when we do all the generators.
She's healing her.
Bam.
We're almost stuck on.
Wait, somebody... Why? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. We absolutely destroyed that one. I love that game. Alright, let me catch up real quick. Siren doesn't like this game because she can't shoot her teammates. Oh, okay. That's what you were laughing at before?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boldness, altruism, survival objectives. I see. I have a cat and I moved across the country. How was your move? I forgot about that. Yeah, you went to California, was it? I could be mistaken there. It physically hurt me how it ended. That's what she said. Okay. Washington DLC is not canon. Okay. Yep, that's Huntress. She can throw hatchets. Y'all want... I know, right? We're just that awesome. Come on. See, I guess, you know
That's
what?
why you should join us. Skip.
Yeah, we've... Technically, Siren, we've won more than we've lost tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know why Skip had so little faith in us, but we sure showed him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to mute myself real quick. I need some water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Ice cold water is fantastic. I don't know what the weather's been like for you guys, but it's gotten very warm very fast, and I don't like it.
Yes.
So, although it's still better than snow. Oh my god, I have my 3. We're ranked the same.
Yay!
Yay! I'm not a complete and utter noob. Now I'm just a slightly experienced noob. face it, I'm still a noob at this game.
Yeah.
Where are we at here? It was good. Been here for 7 months. Oh wow, was it that long ago? In yes, California. Don't answer if you don't feel comfortable with this, but can you say where specifically in California you are? Like, are you near beaches?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that, but I didn't know if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, like only if you're comfortable. Like you don't even have to specify what town you're in. Just I'm just wondering if you're enjoying that wonderful beach life. That is the one thing that I would definitely take advantage of if I ever move to okay, maybe not move, but if I ever visited California, I would have to go to the beaches.
Ooh.
Just period. I would have to.
San Francisco.
Oh yeah, that's in California.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that place is terrifying just because the roads are literally ginormous hills that resemble like a ride at Canada's Wonderland or something. I don't know. I guess you guys have what, Six Flags?
Yes.
Like apparently the roads are just that bad in San Francisco, so I would probably just end up taking like a train car somewhere or anywhere. Because at least they're on tracks and can't ramp off of the road into the water or something. I've seen pictures. It looks terrifying. Although I would love to see the Golden Gate Bridge. That would be amazing.
Makes it feeling better. I'm pretty well.
And Pixel's lost all her cookies. Oh, by the way, Betito has more cookies than you now.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
You had like the most cookies for the longest time, but Betito's exceeded you. By like, I think there's like a 3,000 or 4,000 difference between the two of you now. It's been spicy here, and I hate it.
Yep, 6,000 or 3,000 difference.
3,000. So now you guys are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
San Francisco Bay Area. So I'm like maybe 10 minutes from the bay. Oh no, that is awesome. Like I mean, oh no, in a good way. Oh, sorry, I should probably ready. The Hilly. I've walked all of San Francisco. It's not that big. Really? I'm actually shocked. It always seemed like a, not New York level of size, but it seemed like a fairly large city. So that's, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're just a fast walker and this town seems small to you, but I always got the impression it was fairly large. It's like 7 miles all around. 7 miles, that would probably be, what, about 12K? That's, yeah, that's not big at all. Don't do it! I just realized how that sounded, and I know you guys are gonna do it. Don't do it. Okay, Pixel, now you're feeding into it. Now somebody has to do it. There it is. Oh, of course it was you, Siren.
That's what she said.
There we go. Of course.
I mean, mine was off of her. It's tiny.
I figured, yeah. I mean, how could you not, right?
I know. That like really opens the door. Not just cracked, like that just busts down the door.
Oh God, Pixel, you would be so proud of Betito and Skip. They have captured anything that has the potential for innuendo. They are on point. Let me tell you. Yeah. They always keep me on my toes.
My penis is tingling right now.
Also, we've discovered that Skip's peen is tingling. All the time. Apparently Pixel approves. Again, so if anybody wants to join in, please let me know. Or Siren, somebody. We can definitely accommodate you.
Maybe.
You have to be, you have to be able to die spectacularly if you want to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to be dramatic and screaming and cussing. You like there's.
Oh yeah. If there's not if there's not good cussing in there, then what's the point? Like, come on. Oh jeez. By the way, we have to play Krampus again this year.
Yes.
Are you down for that?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember having so much fun with that.
Yes.
When we played it last December.
It was great.
Yeah. Did we? I know we were looking through Christmas games, and that's how we stumbled onto that one. Did we put? There's another one on my wish list. Let me call it up here real quick while we're waiting. It's like Krampus is Here or something.
That's the game we played.
Okay, maybe it's not that one. Why are you downloading an update, Steam? You already did this earlier. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging. Apologies if it is. I regret all the things. I should not have called it up. Okay, wish list. Krampus Kills.
What?
That's what I have on my list.
Krampus
I think we
Kills.
added it on. Maybe we were just trying to find some decent Christmas games that wasn't
Krampus
borderline
Kills.
porn.
Huh.
Do you remember some of the titles we came across? It was...
Oh my! I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, there's some pretty unique titles on Steam there, guys.
Oh, this is. It says single player.
Oh, is it single? Okay, so maybe I added it because I wanted
Oh my god!
more than one Christmas game.
I'm watching the trailer, and he just flipped Krampus off.
This sounds like a game that's right up your alley. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
cool.
this is like it speaks to your soul. I feel like
Yes.
you could really play this game. So,
I'd be saying "shut the fuck up" a lot.
and flipping off the screen,
Yes,
obviously.
It's like Terraria, but
for sure.
While in a trial, survivors can swap their carried item for other items found in a chest or on the ground. What does while in a trial? Is that just a session?
Yeah,
They call it trials?
I guess.
Alright. Is Jigsaw in this game as a villain?
No, the pig is.
The pig?
Mhm.
I don't know
Jigsaw's
what that
daughter.
means.
The pig.
Jigsaw had a daughter. Are you talking about like the woman in the second movie that was like,
Had a pig face.
I don't remember a pig face, but like
Oh, Jigsaw's apprentice. Sorry, not
a
daughter.
yeah, oh, okay. So it is her then.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
in here, and then there's little jigsaws around the. There's little jigsaws around like the field and stuff.
Because of course there is.
But she puts like a thing on your head, and everything, and you have to
See,
get it off. And
the Jigsaw series is kind of weird to have in a game like this because they didn't outright kill their victims. They put them in, this is why I brought it up, in their own trials to overcome aspects of their life that the killers didn't agree with, right? Like, I remember in the first movie, hold on, sorry. One of his victims was threatening to commit suicide, so Jigsaw kidnapped him, threw him in like a sewer, and basically forced him to like crawl through barbed wire within a time frame. Otherwise, poison was going to be released to kill him, something like that.
I don't know. I watched the first kill, and
Sorry.
I walked out of the movie.
The first kill.
Like the first like in the where the person had to reach, they had to cut off their hand to get the key. They were like
Was it a
stuck to
foot?
something. Maybe it was a foot. I don't remember.
Okay,
I
because
literally got
if
up
it
and
was a
walked out.
foot, you made it through most of the movie. That was like the bulk of that. They were in a washroom. It was
I
like
don't
tiled,
remember.
anyways.
But I haven't seen a single one since then. I actually walked out of the movies.
Like,
I don't
you
like
couldn't
I
handle
don't
the
like
gore?
torture. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't handle torture.
That's fair.
So when
The
I got
first
tricked
one was
into,
the
I got
best.
tricked into going.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one was the best written one. Oh, glad I was able to help there. I did so much. The first one was the best written one in my opinion. Every one that came after that, there was like 8 of them in total or something, was literally just cash grabs. Like, it literally just felt like they wanted to extend it because it was easy money or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit. Hard.
I see someone. I think someone's captured.
This trickster isn't even moving. I'm literally standing in front of him. He's just swinging.
Okay. Then I'm running for the door.
Yep.
Open escape. Why? Why is there a progress bar for flipping a switch?
Because you have to hold it down.
It's so silly. You flip the switch, it opens the door, you leave. It doesn't take 8 years.
Oh, you're at the other door.
Oh, I got a... Bald head is apparently already gone.
Yeah, we're at the other door.
Oh, so you're ready to escape?
Yeah, go. Yeah, going out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm standing here. Go ahead and go out.
I usually try to linger behind in case anybody needs any last-minute rescuing, but...
Right.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
I got, like, no points because nothing happened.
Right.
Lame. Don't like that torture porn is the only thing I saw as soon as I looked at chat. No, apparently not. Me personally, I was able to watch the movie because the story that was behind it was an interesting idea. I had to look away. I didn't end up leaving the theater, like I guess you did, Siren. But I did have to look away when he was sawing off his foot. That was just... Oh, God. I'm getting shivers just thinking about it. Fuck points, you got a dub. Is it really a dub, though, when they literally just sat there swinging at the air? Like, Siren, you were just standing in front of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
No impact at all. That's what she said, I know. Let me back up here real quick. My peen is always tingling. Pixel, I missed you. Amanda is Jigsaw's apprentice. Thank you, Amanda. That's right. The disciple from the second one, Reverse Bear Trap. In this case, the character is Amanda, who often went against Jigsaw's teachings. Yeah, I remember that was a theme with the second one. And would outright kill anyone she deemed a threat. Yeah, that was one of the things that Jigsaw was trying to instill, and failed, I guess, in her, was there should always be a shot. It's like a hunter making sure that the prey always has an escape route, right? Like, there should always be a chance to get out of the trap that they have been placed in, on the off chance that they display the willpower or whatever to overcome whatever obstacle is in their way. That's the nickname coined by the Saw series. What'd you call her again? The pig something? The piglet, pigly, whatever.
I don't know what did I call her?
I have to work tomorrow. I should quit.
Yes, you should quit.
I mean, that's the advice he gives everyone else, so...
Yep.
It's good that he's giving himself that advice, too. We'll see if he follows it or not. Well, at the very least, you should, run around. I'm sorry. I keep badgering you to play with us. I know this isn't your game. I'm sorry.
He should still play with us.
He should still play with us. That's true. He is rage AFKing. Some killers do that. Why? Why would you join a game and then just... I don't know, maybe they got a phone call. Who knows? Amanda Hug and Kiss. Is there Amanda Hug and Kiss here? That's terrible, Skip.
What?
That's not good hunting works at all. That's not how good hunting... Yeah, okay. Just quit, coward.
Well, the shit is...
That's funny. Alright, let's spend some blood points. I haven't done that in a while. What are you? Dark Sense. Unlocks potential in one's aura ability. Each time a generator is completed, the killer's aura is revealed to you for 5 seconds. The last generator's power, the killer's aura is revealed to you for 7 seconds. Oh! That's what I... What is Escape Cake? Grants 100% bonus blood points in all categories. I like the tagline at the bottom. This picture of a cake sure is real. Okay, well, we gotta get the Escape Cake. Right?
That came out during their anniversary, and they just changed it to Escape Cake.
Oh, really? I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a play on Portal, right? The cake is a lie? Maybe.
Huh?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I don't.
I don't know how to explain it without just spoiling the entire game. So, it's a Portal thing, that's all I'll say.
Okay.
Wide lens, first aid. Let's get first aid. Getting a lot of prayer ropes. Oh! Oh, the entity does show up before it eats things. Okay, good to know.
Oh, there you go.
Does Blood Webs only go to level 50?
Yes.
Okay. It's protective gloves. Thick gloves which produce manual dexterity but protect hands from injury. Prevents the killer from being notified when it's sabotaging a hook with the tool. Oh. Scraps. Mostly unusable junk. Adds 8 charges to this toolbox. It's unusable, but it's usable.
Alright.
Alright, well, we can always use more toolboxes, so let's get that. Ranger Man. I probably should have bought this first, actually. Or, I guess it doesn't matter.
Fucking brain.
Gosh, if these matches are this long, this may be my last one.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost 11. Okay, that makes sense. Where's the time gone?
Into dying.
Yeah, that's fair. Time flies when you're dying horribly.
Yep.
Apparently you're uncultured, Siren.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Sure.
According to Skip.
I mean, I never played Portal, so I wouldn't.
Oh,
know.
is that why he's calling you
I guess.
uncultured?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, technically, I haven't played Portal either. I've played the second one. I haven't played the first one.
Oh.
I'll quit and move to Cali. Don't move to California. I paid $800 for a room, and that's cheap here. I mean, San Francisco, so yeah.
Oh, it's expensive in California, just general.
And yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how big your room is. I'm hoping it's bigger than a closet, but 800? I'm assuming that there's, like, common rooms as well, so that doesn't seem terrible. But I don't know. They continue after and just stay at 50, so you can still get more perks. Oh, okay. However, you can also prestige. I should have known prestiging was a thing. Resets it to level 1 and removes all game perks, but lets you unlock cosmetics for your character. I will not be prestiging then. I don't care about cosmetics in the slightest, so...
Yep.
Besides, my guy looks like he belongs in an office. That seems like the perfect survivor story, right? Alright, I'm gonna go this way. Now that I think about it, I actually haven't watched a lot of
Iron and
horror movies per se. So, do you not watch like any horror movies then, Siren? Because it would for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
or Peter Blue Flower.
Generally speaking, I never did either, but for me, it was just mostly because they seemed goofy. Like, I can see how people would be scared, but they were so over the top that it would just make me laugh. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I get it. Like, I see it, but it's just like, nope.
Hello. Apparently, this guy can turn invisible. I saw the shimmer, the predator shimmer,
Oh.
and I thought it was a character.
Yeah, you'll hear a bell.
Yeah, he sat there and rang the bell.
Yeah.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Flower of Light.
I'm not gonna get on it. My guy sounds like he's taking a dump.
Maybe he is.
I got you.
I'm officially hooked. It's great. I love it. Siren loves Disney and hates Toy Story. Her opinions are invalid. Wow. Siren, I think you and Skip are going to get into a fight soon.
When are we not fighting?
Okay, fair. Is that why you shoot him in the face in COD?
Oh, shh, Panda.
Sorry, did I stumble into a realization I shouldn't have? Uh-oh. Thank you. I don't remember where... Oh.
Alright. Oh,
God damn you, Wraith.
Okay, I just saw you fall. Wraith, is that what it is? Alright, I see the hook that you just got hooked onto. Is he hovering?
No.
Okay.
But someone is hiding behind a dumpster nearby, so don't even try.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Someone's got me.
right. So,
I hate that this guy can turn invisible. Like, I know this predator shimmer, but...
Ah!
Are you okay?
Oh.
Oh, you're back on the ground, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Sadness. Apparently I'm where all the generators are. Repaired.
Someone is following him and breaking the hooks as he tries to hook me. Ugh!
right.
Run.
I need to get away.
Right. Well, you can't, like, blood.
Okay, we need 2 more hooks.
Goblin.
Or, sorry, 2 more generators.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
here we go.
Alright, hold the entrance.
Teamwork.
You can come back over here.
Uh-oh. I have this overwhelming desire to need a beverage. Come on, we can do it.
God damn it.
Are
I
you...
bumped into him, but he didn't come out of his stealth mode.
So
you can
you're...
see it like shimmering. You can see him shimmering when he
That's what I mean. He's got the predator shimmer, but it's still really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
As a cloak. Nice. Do you need me to come get you?
He's looking for a hook.
Half health and put it back.
Okay.
He's got a hook.
Oh, use.
Oh, are you dead?
I'm fighting for my life.
Okay. Coming.
What?
Oh God.
He's right there. He's right there
I
in
know.
front of you.
I know. Oh God, he moved. No. Oh, he needs to.
Ow.
Come on, come on, come on. Run! Well, I freed somebody at least.
We left you on the ground.
Oh, nice. I'm being saved. Run away! Run away! Are you still hooked?
No. You got me.
Okay. Oh, crap. I'm being followed. I'm being dead. I hate the wiggle. I'm not a fan of the wiggle. Especially since it's useless. Oh, thank you.
This way to the door.
I don't know where this way is. I'm getting around. Yeah. I love it when they hover. It's great. I love it. Well, at least the rest of you should escape. Hashtag DeadPanda79. Wraith is weak to flashlight. I really should start equipping tools and perks and such. I haven't been doing that at all. Did you escape?
I'm opening the other door.
Oh, okay. I didn't get a lot of blood points there. Oh well. Oh, this is great progress. I see. Your player level. Oh, that's what this is. Player level represents overall progression. All characters that you play, whether killed or survivor, contribute to your player level. My overall progression towards what? I don't understand. You got one more in you, Siren, or are you...
I'm done, especially with these queues. They've been pretty long.
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of people playing tonight. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm definitely glad that we jumped into it.
Yes. ESO next time.
Sorry?
I said ESO next time.
Deal. You want something a little less murderous?
Well, I mean, we can rotate.
Sorry. Something where we can do the murdering as opposed to getting murdered ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, I guess we're murdering Daedra, right? So,
Right.
Join game. Oh, you left, didn't you? Is that
Yes.
why it failed me? Okay.
That's what she said.
We can rotate.
We can rotate.
Yes, the wiggle is useless, by the way. It removes his stealth and stuns him for several seconds. Yeah, I need to start playing with the items and the perks more. Like, I literally didn't go in and change any perks at all. I just spent blood points and that was it. So, hopefully it won't be like half a year before we play this again, Siren.
I hope not.
And I'll retain some knowledge for next time.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
Hopefully you're not too tired when you go see Puppy tomorrow.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, no. I probably won't even need coffee. I probably won't even sleep because I'm so, like, excited. But I'm
sorry.
like 4 hours away.
Yeah. Well, you can sleep on the way, right? Or are you driving?
I'm driving.
Oh, yeah. Don't sleep on the way then, please.
No, I won't. I'll be fine.
I don't remember if you told me already or not. Is the puppy young enough that you get to name it yourself, or is it old
Yes.
enough that you already have a name? Or it
I
already
get
is
to
a
name it myself.
Have you thought of any names?
I have a couple. I want to hold him one more time, and
So you
just
have
like
seen the puppy already. You've seen pictures.
oh,
All that
yes,
jazz.
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. So
May I inquire as to what you're leaning towards, or do you want to wait until you've committed?
I want to wait because I don't want to jinx it or like think more of opposite, you know.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that just means you.
but
need
I
to-
will definitely post in Discord and his name and stuff when I get him tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. I look forward to it.
All right. Well, have a good night. Go
You
get yourself
too.
a drink.
Yes. Once the stream ends, I'm gonna look and see if we still have any whiskey over here. So. But yeah, thank you. Have a great night, and see you again soon, hopefully.
Yes.
All right,
Good night.
guys. Thank you for being here as well. I will be back tomorrow night. There will be some more Outer Worlds DLC. We get to shoot more things in the face. It'll be glorious. Cookies, thank you. Siren, did you survive? You did. Let's do that now. Bam. Yeah, so DLC tomorrow night for Outer Worlds, and Sunday we will be jumping back into more Assassin's Creed 3. So, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and hopefully I will see you then. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I'm starting to recruit myself, so I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for the cookies. No problem. All right, night, guys.